You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. As some of you know on Twitter, The Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you in the Let's Play episode of Dawn Chorus, Devon's Path. So yeah, before we jump into it, just wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now up for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming not safe for work videos. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Okay. Some of the craft beers are crazy wild. You wouldn't even guess they're beers. A friend of mine once gifted me a bottle of a pastry sour that was like 40% fruits. It tasted like a funky smoothie. Huh, well, what else did you try? Some IPAs, but I didn't like them. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of IPAs myself. Too sour. I don't drink much, really. Usually I only keep a bottle of wine at home, but today it felt like remembering some old times. You know, sitting on the porch with someone close on a summer evening, looking at the stars, drinking bottle after bottle, staying up late into the night. I got a bit nostalgic, especially after the message. I'm happy to spend time with Devon, but I feel bad about this. There's something wrong, and I'm worried why Devon even seems to be considering it at all. He has a flat here. He has a job he says he likes. He has people to meet up with. Maybe less than he'd like to, but the beginnings everywhere are hard. Take another swig of the beer, Devon passing me the bottle. Bitter taste floods in my mouth, but I'm more used to it this time. It tastes good, and I take one more sip before passing the bottle back to Devon. His fingers brush against mine, warm and soft, stark contrast with the cold glass below my paw pads, and a current runs through my spine, making me shiver. I glance at Devon, but he's looking outside. I don't think he noticed anything. What did the message say, if I can ask? It said quite a lot. It mostly got me thinking about the past year. It really was a good time for me, at least for a while. I think he was being serious about it. He wrote, "It's been a terribly lonely half of a year, like you wouldn't believe. It rained on my house all summer, then autumn came early this year. I forgot how it feels. During summer, almost every place is warm, but when autumn comes, there's a scarcity of warmth and light. You have to eat and stay in warm spaces to replenish it. The ground is soaked and slippery, and the moisture robs you of the warmth, too. It's a terrible time to be alone. I spent the days at home, mostly. I got a new place near Toledo with a big garden, not far from the hotel we used to go to, and for days I sat on the porch, thinking. The time we've had together was the best time I've ever had in my life, alone or with anyone. Since you've left, I've never stopped missing it. The truth is, I never wanted you to leave. I was tired of living like this, together but afraid of showing ourselves, always in secret. I thought I could make you change your mind about it. It's my fault, and my fault only, that it ended. I went to therapy and saw all my mistakes. I understood I didn't give you the space you needed. I tried to make you rush things you weren't ready for." It's like, no, water time. I apologize for all of it. I could never find the closure after you left unannounced. I'm so happy you replied to me in the end. I know it wasn't easy for you. I didn't understand the strain I was putting on you. Now I do, and I understand how I've hurt you. I know I can't take back my words, but I promise I can make it up to you. I can't change the person I was, but I can get better, and I know that I will, for you. If you'd like to return, I'd love to meet with you again. I know you hated your place, and if you need one, you can move in with me. It's in a lovely part of the town. I know you'd like it. I'll send you some pictures in a moment. The phone clanks against the table. Outside, the sun is setting, painting the sky blood red. The day ends. I lean on Devon, sitting next to me. I think he's glancing at the door every few moments, making sure no one will walk in on us. But I don't lift my head to check. He's like a sturdy boulder I can rest my weight on. The fur on his naked arm is short and sleek. Different than I imagined, but so nice to touch. His scent is so comforting, like sunshine filling my head. Woody, masculine, and deep. I'd get myself drunk with it if I stayed like that long enough. I close my eyes and give in to the feeling. This is bliss. I spread my arms and start swimming downwards. The deeper I am, the brighter it gets, until I'm swimming in a sea of light. We're ships at the sea, drifting in all directions. We're wanderers walking across a desert in search of an oasis. The wind blows relentlessly, pulling us apart. But each time we think we see one, it's only a mirage, mocking us. How to find a respite in all this, anything solid and stable. A foundation, something to hold on to. We're the safe haven. Where's the safe haven, the welcoming arms we yearn for? As your heartbeats synchronize and move out of phase again, there's a moment when we can reach out and find each other. But we shy away in the last moment, afraid to be open, afraid to show ourselves. Till we learn to accept ourselves. I've buried the memories deep down, suppressed them, and now they're coming back to me. The labyrinthine past, unresolved. I never got over him. He's the first person I've ever truly loved. The thought of coming back makes my heart sing. And then there are the memories. We've been through so much in such a short time, the good and the bad. I wasn't the one to break up, but wasn't I miserable back then too? I pick up the bottle from the table, long empty just to hold something in my paws. Oh, this is Devon. I wish I had another or two. Hey, everything alright? Yeah, I'm just a bit tired already. I got a bit homesick already. But you're right, never really liked it there. Nostalgia's one hell of a drug. A glance at a watch tells me we've been here for an hour already. This and the alcohol. No wonder I'm already getting sleepy. Huh, it's really late. I muster a smile, hoping it looks natural. I'll be heading to my room. Tomorrow we have another long day ahead of ourselves. I get up from the table, straightening out my legs, empty bottle in my right paw. I need to clean up here first, though. I'll see you tomorrow. See ya. Before he can turn around and leave, I give him a warm smile, this time sincere. And thank you. It was nice talking with you. You've made my day, and I mean it. Likewise. Thank you. He walks away, closes the door behind himself. The heat burns at my nose and my lungs, carrying the smell of wood. I'm not sure if I like it, but exactly people find that appealing in it. I can't deny that it's helping me relax. My paws have led me here after tidying up the cafeteria after the film in hopes of getting some of the fatigue out of the system. I think it's working. But I'm left alone with my thoughts again, with the prospect of coming back, of which I don't know what to make. I'm not happy here. I could escape the country, but I couldn't escape myself. I thought changing where I live would be enough to change my life, but months pass and I'm back to square one. Exactly like in the film. Now I see it. I moved here wanting to start anew, but even in a different environment, I get into the same habits that led me to loneliness. Someone enters the sauna, breaking my chain of thoughts. Bjorn. He's not in my class, but I think I saw him talking with Carvine once or twice. He could use some more everyday activity. I can tell by his steps, slow and tired. Or maybe he just had a bad day. Happens to everyone. Hello, coach. Evening. He sits down opposite me onto the bench. The towel stays around his waist, though. I hoped that at this time of the day I'd have the place to myself, but that's fine too. How was the film? I thought about going, but in the end I didn't. Oh, it was a disaster. We watched Prozac. Do you know it? No, never heard. It was supposed to be a comedy, but turned out to be a tragedy instead. It's enough to say that out of the movies I've watched, this one had the most horrible ending. Good thing I didn't go then. I couldn't bear the tension. Ha. He has a sense of humor. Yeah, I wasn't feline it. Yeah, I wasn't feline it either. Also, didn't expect to meet you here, Coach. From what I've heard, people from the U.S. are hardly fans of Finnish saunas. I don't know if I'm a fan yet, but I'm warming up to the idea. But yeah, sauna going seems to be something deeply ingrained in Nordic DNA. I think it's rather cultural. I'm not a fan. I'm not even from here, and I've grown to like it. Ah, right. Sorry. You come from Poland, right? I remember being surprised at his surname and asking Arn, though apparently there's a lot of people with Polish-sounding names that are Norwegian children of immigrants and refugees. Born there, but most of my life I've lived here in Norway. Like now. So, you know the country as an immigrant, or would you rather say you're Norwegian? I call myself Norwegian. Norwegian isn't my first language. At home, my parents spoke mostly Polish, but still, I'm fluent in it, and the culture feels more familiar to me. It's kind of weird having two homelands, but I wouldn't say I mind, or that I feel like I don't belong. I think that identity isn't something we're born into, but something we construct ourselves. Belonging is only an illusion. If it would be that easy, even with my Norwegian roots, I don't feel like being a part of this place. But maybe he's right. Maybe it's not this place closing itself to me, but me hiding myself from it. I didn't want to download dating apps ever again. Not like I'll try, but I could try something else. I think it's easy for you to say if you've grown up here. I don't think our situations are comparable. The people here are a bit secretive, you're right. Friend groups form in high schools, and it's hard to make new friends after that. But it's not impossible. I've already met a few cool people at this camp. It's only a matter of finding occasions. There's also such a wide community of immigrants, especially in Anslo, that finding help or people to talk to is very easy, if that's what you're looking for. Just please, don't call it networking. I'm allergic to that word. Each time I hear it, I want to network myself out of the conversation. I feel you. I don't like corporate speak either. The heat is getting to me slowly. As I open my maw to cool down a bit, a strand of saliva drips from my tongue onto my chest. I think it's time to go. I've already got what I came here for, so peace of mind and some peace of mind and a semblance of hope. I'll be going now. Thank you for the conversation, and good night. Good night. The locker room is all empty. All but 2 lockers open. Looks like we were the last 2 people in the complex. It's gotten really dark. Behind a small rectangular window above the lockers, there's a moon, half hidden in the clouds, looking as if it was flickering faintly. Odd, but I'm not coming outside to take a better look. It's time for a shower in bed. The water is delightfully cold, 50 degrees at most, just what I needed. It flows through my fur, over my tensed-up muscles, washing away the sweat built up in the sauna. The body I've built with so much effort. What else do I really have to offer? I want to be wanted. That's why I need to maintain it. My head hurts from all this. Back in my room, the temporary one, far from home. Though, who really knows where my home is? Closed in 4 walls again. Alone. My phone feels heavy in my pocket, and I have to fight the urge to grab it and check the notifications. I know I'll do it later anyway. It's my gate to the world I've vowed to leave behind. Do I really like my life here? I lie down on the bed, staring at the ceiling. I lie down on the bed, staring at the ceiling. Here they are again, my doubts and fears. But I remember something else, too, talking with Carvine and sharing a beer, gazing at the mountains. I could never tell him, but I'm so grateful for his company. I thought I could humor him, a student wanting to hang out, but in the end I enjoyed it more than I'd ever guess. I felt like those nights spent with old friends back at home, a feeling I'd forgotten, never thought wouldn't feel again. His scent is still here, very faint but distinct. And in some odd way, it feels comforting. With him, I don't have to pretend. Even with Rune, I felt like I have to keep my guard up most of the time, but I don't feel that way with Carvine at all. I shiver involuntarily. How close can I get with him? How far will I go not to be alone? I don't know what to think. There's a whirlwind in my head, pure chaos of contradictory voices. It would be better for him. Maybe his ex is a good person. Maybe he has some future back at home. I know I want him to be here, but how much does it really matter? What could I even do? Convince him to stay. Oh, this is Carvine's perspective from right now. Okay. I know that he could find his place here. He just needs more time. Plus, I can be here for him if he's looking for company. If he had something to stay here for, he wouldn't consider coming back. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna pause it right there, y'all. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Alright, y'all. It's late. I'm gonna head out and enjoy the rest of my evening. Alright? I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!